Welcome to Enjoy English. I'm Alice.
Hello, I'm Bernice.
And today in our Just So You Know unit, we're talking about does your music match your personality? The music you listen to shows who you are. So maybe if you're a cheerful person, you listen to happy music. But maybe if you're a, sad person, you listen to kind of depressing music. I don't know.
Yeah, no one wants to be a sad person. Oh. Okay. Music, I have to say, is very important in our life. For example, when you study, when you feel depressed, when you go jogging, you need music. So this topic is talking about music and your personality. And also, the music you listen to can let other people know that what personality you have. Wow, amazing.
That is pretty amazing. So let's take a break and then get right to it.
Okay.
Does your music match your personality? We all have a favorite musical artist or genre. Music can give us inspiration or influence our mood. But have you ever thought about why you enjoy the music that you do? Researchers have discovered that music preferences and listening habits can reveal a lot about a person. While it is hard to say for sure, some research suggests that personality can determine the genres of music that we like. Of course, one person may enjoy many styles of music at different times and for different reasons. But scientists have noticed a few trends or connections between personalities and musical preferences. For example, people who love pop music tend to be extroverted, while people who enjoy country music are typically outgoing and traditional. While those examples may not be too surprising, other connections might be less expected. For instance, people who listen to heavy rock music actually tend to be gentle and introverted. Fans of hip-hop and rap are usually friendly and have high self-esteem. While people can never be defined by their musical taste, it is interesting to consider why certain genres appeal to us and how our preferences might be influenced by our personality.
Okay, let's get started. So our first sentence we have is, we all have a favorite musical artist or genre. So a genre, careful with it, it's not like genre or whatever, right? It's not pronounced how it looks, right? It's genre, like a type, the category of music, I guess. Like there's classical, pop, these are different genres.
Yeah, genre, this word comes from French. Oh. So this is why when we pronounce the word, that would be totally different. Okay, and genre usually talking about a particular type or style of literature, art, film, then we use genre. You can also say kind. So we all have our favorite, which means we prefer some musical artist or different kinds of music.
Next we have, music can give us inspiration or influence our mood. So your mood is like how you feel, right? Like you could say, oh, I'm in a bad mood, right? You feel like very angry or sad. Or if you're in a good mood, it's like, yay, really happy. So it's your mood.
Yes, I agree. Because when we listen to music, especially when I feel sad or when I feel frustrated, I really need music to give me some inspiration, to encourage me. So music really helps, okay? So music can give us inspiration, can inspire us, okay? Especially when we feel depressed, when we feel frustrated, or influence our mood. For example, if you are very happy today, maybe you like to listen to pop music or rock music, okay, to make you feel excited the whole day. So yes, music really can influence our mood.
Next we have, but have you ever thought about why you enjoy the music that you do? And I have to say, I guess I didn't think that much about it. I don't know. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, sometimes. For example, especially when I feel sad. Okay, I like to listen to soft music because this kind of music make me feel calm. So, especially when I feel sad. So, yes, but I've never thought about why. Okay, the reason. Just maybe because when you feel calm, you won't think about the sad things too much, maybe, okay? But we will know something more about the reasons why we like this kind of music later.
Researchers have discovered that music preferences and listening habits can reveal a lot about a person. So since they discovered something, and usually discovered is when like you find out something or you find something. It can be like an idea, like you find out, whoa, you discovered that humans all breathe 2 times a minute or something, some weird fact. But you can also discover like dinosaur bones. Like nobody ever found them, but then these archaeologists discovered the dinosaur bones.
Yeah, so when you want to discover something, usually the researchers will help you, okay? So the researchers, they have found out that music preferences, which means what kind or what type of music you like, and your listening habits. For example, some people, they like to listen to music in the morning or when they study or when they go to bed. Okay, different time. Okay, so your listening habits can reveal, which means let that other people know or tell other people that a lot about the person, which means who you are.
While it is hard to say for sure, some research suggests that personality can determine the genres of music that we like. So when you say it's hard to say for sure, it means that we don't know exactly, right? Like we're not 100% sure. So we usually say, oh, it's hard to say for sure, but it might rain today, right? Or it'll probably be sunny today. Like we don't know, but we think, right?
Yeah, we think. Okay, so while also we can use although. Okay, although it is hard to say. But some research suggests we can also use indicate. I-N-D-I-C-A-T-E. You can also use indicate or point out. P-O-I-N-T-O-U-T. Point out what? Personality, a person's personality can decide, okay, that the genres, the kinds, the types of music that we like. For example, if you are an outgoing person, maybe you will like this kind of music because later we will know something more.
Let's take a break and find out more.
Okay.
Okay, on to paragraph 2. Of course, one person may enjoy many styles of music at different times and for different reasons, right? So we said that we were saying that earlier, like the reason for listening to a certain music might be different, right? Maybe I listen to sad music when I'm sad to make me more sad, I guess. Or maybe you listen to sad maybe you listen to happy music when you're sad to make you happy, right? Different reasons.
Yeah, really. Okay, so of course, one person may enjoy many styles, many different kinds of music at different times. For example, when you just wake up in the morning, maybe you want to listen to some music can help you keep awake, maybe, okay? So at different times, people like different kinds of music and for different reasons. Well, sometimes when you, maybe today you feel very happy or you feel just lonely, okay, then you will have your different reasons and you want to choose different music to listen to.
But scientists have noticed a few trends or connections between personalities and musical preferences. So a trend is something that's usually you could say like a trend, like something that's popular, but a trend is also, in this case, it's not necessarily popular, but just like what a lot of people are doing or a lot of people have done, right? So in this case, they've noticed the trends maybe of some people are listening to certain music for the same reason, like a lot of people are doing it.
Yeah, so which means although we don't know why we choose this kind of music when I feel happy or feel sad, but scientists help us, okay? They have noticed, they have observed, observed. They have observed a few trends or connections, very close relationship between a person's personalities and the musical preferences, which means what kind of person you are and what kind of music you're going to choose. Okay, they really found the close relationship between these two things.
For example, people who love pop music tend to be extroverted, while people who enjoy country music are typically outgoing and traditional. So here, again, in the beginning, they said, for example, right, even though this is not like all the stuff that they found, but just a few examples, right? For example, right, people who love pop music tend to be extroverted, which kind of, I guess, makes sense because pop music is very happy and cheerful, and country music, I guess, is outgoing, I guess.
Yeah,
I can
outgoing.
see traditional, but outgoing?
Traditional is it? Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so when we use tend to, we can also use be likely to. So people who love pop music are likely to be, okay, extroverted, which means you're a positive person, you're sociable, you're talkative, okay. This kind of people, they like pop music. While, which means on the other hand, people who enjoy country music are typically, or we can say generally, usually, okay, outgoing. You like to go out close to the nature, okay, and traditional. Traditional people, usually they don't like new experiences, okay, something like that. Okay, these kind of people, they love country music.
It's kind of interesting. Like, who knew?
Really?
Well, let's take a break and find out more.
Okay.
Okay, on to our final paragraph. So we have, while those examples may not be too surprising, other connections might be less expected. So earlier they had surprising, right? Like things that are surprising are like, whoa, surprise! Like we don't know, we didn't expect it, right? And that's what they said later is like less expected. It's like we didn't anticipate it.
Yeah, that's right. We don't have to feel so surprised at the above examples. For example, an outgoing person, they like country music, and a sociable person, talkative person, they love pop music. We don't have to feel so surprised at that. Other connections might be less expected, just like Alice said, not so, not the thing that we hope. So, yeah.
For instance, people who listen to heavy rock music actually tend to be gentle and introverted.
Introverted.
Interesting. Yeah. What?
Okay.
Like, it's so strange, like that. Because usually heavy rock music is very, like you said, like very loud.
Yeah.
You might think they'd be loud, but actually they tend to be quite gentle, like soft and quiet. Strange.
Yeah, because introverted person, usually they focus on their internal feelings, emotion. Okay, but they love to listen to rock music, heavy rock music, bam, 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 bam. Maybe they want some other people to listen to them, because they are too shy. They don't know how to communicate with people. They don't know how to express how they feel. So maybe they hope they can they can use heavy rock music to help them to express how they feel to others. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. While, wrong one. Fans of hip-hop and rap are usually friendly and have high self-esteem. Also interesting, right? Like, if you have high self-esteem, that means you have a lot of confidence, right? You think highly of yourself. You think, yes, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty cool, pretty nice. If you have low self-esteem, you might think, oh, I can't do anything right. I stink. Like, I'm just not good at anything, right? It's low self-esteem.
Yeah, so which means if you love hip-hop and the rap, usually people use this kind of music to dance, okay, to perform themselves. Okay, you can use this kind of music. Usually your personality is very friendly. Okay, you like to make friends with others. You want other people to join you to dance together. Okay, also, you have high self-esteem, which means you feel very confident of yourself. Okay, so these kind of people, they love hip-hop and rap.
While people can never be defined by their musical taste, it is interesting to consider why certain genres appeal to us and how our preferences might be influenced by our personality. So, defined by something, right? Usually we say like, oh, I am not defined by my clothing, right? There's a lot more to me, right? It's more than just one thing. We cannot be defined by just one thing.
Yeah, that's true. So which means we cannot judge people by their taste in music, okay? For example, if you are really a happy person, you cannot say, okay, I love to listen to pop music, which means I'm what kind of personality. We cannot say that. But it is interesting. We can think about that, is why certain genres appeal to us, which means attract us, and what kind of music, our preferences, okay, what kind of music we like, really might be influenced by our personality. Because sometimes, for example, when I go jogging, I like to listen to rock music because rock music helps me to run faster, or I can run longer, okay? So I have to listen to pop music. But if you know your personality and what kind of music you like, and when you feel, okay, when your emotion changes, you can use different music to help you, to encourage you. I think that would be better. Yeah.
I think so too. Like, yeah, it is interesting, like, again, that certain trends happen, but we cannot know for sure 100%, like, you are this person because you listen to this, right?
You cannot say, Bernice, you're a happy person, so I believe you must like pop music. No, you can't.
Right. There's more to us, right?
Yes.
So, all right, let's take a break and talk about vocabulary.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about vocabulary now. So our first word we have is discover. So the example I used earlier was like the archaeologists discover new dinosaur bones, right, that hadn't been found before.
Yes, so discover, we can also use find out something unknown.
Next, we have reveal. So if you reveal something, right, like let's say I was wearing a mask and I take it off to reveal my face.
Yeah, so can use reveal, or we can also use uncover, U-N-C-O-V-E-R.
Next word we have is trend. So often we say trends in music, right? Like a lot of music that people is listening to, or trends in clothing. What is everyone wearing?
Yeah, usually when we use trend, it's talking about something that is very popular right now. Everybody does something like that. Okay, it's a kind of trend.
Next, we have for example or for instance. We saw both of those used interchangeably, right? You can say, for example, blah, 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 right? Or for instance, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, if you want people to believe you or to know that what you're talking about, usually we will say, okay, for example, I'm going to say something like that, okay, or for instance. So you can use for example, for instance, to make people understand something more. Next, we have tend to. So usually if something tends to happen, like it usually is the case, like or it tends to be the case. It's usually, most of the time, this is what happens. Yeah, we can also use be likely to, L-I-K-E-L-Y.
Next, we have typically, right? So typically, right? Usually, typically, most of the time, yeah, like all pretty similar, typically.
Yeah, for example, you can say American people typically eat hamburgers as their meal, okay? All right, that's typically. Okay.
Right, of course, not all the time, but typically.
Yeah.
Next, we have be defined by. So again, we want to say that, you know, defined, you might notice like definition, right, kind of comes from that word. But yeah, people cannot be defined by just their clothes or just their music taste.
So we can also use be judged by, J-U-D-G-E-D.
And then finally, we have our word appeal to. So if something appeals to, like maybe French fries appeal to everyone, right? Everyone likes French fries. They attract everyone.
Yes, so appeal to also we can use attract, A-T-T-R-A-C-T.
And that's all the time we have today. So we'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.